Yeah. Blackjack. Life is like a game of cards. It's not what you dealt, but how you play it. Yeah. To play each situation correctly. I remember they used to laugh at a brother. Yo, what up? What up? It's your boy Straight Game TV coming at you. I wanted to come at you today because I wanted to propose this question for all of the hip hop fans and basketball fans. Yo, who do you think had the best Hummer? Was it Tupac Shakur's H1 or LeBron James's H2 when he was in high school? And but I'm gonna start it off like this because a lot of people don't really remember. And what makes this story relevant today is the fact that General Motors has just picked LeBron James to endorse its new 2020 Hummer electric vehicle edition. And like I said, and you know, the crazy part about that is a lot of people who don't remember history or back in the day when LeBron James was in high school, you know, I would say today he can effectively troll the media and everybody who hated on him back then. As on December 30th, 2002, LeBron James had turned 18 years old. His mother, Gloria, gave him a present, basically, that every high school kid would love to have. It was a brand new car. In this case, it was a Hummer H2, and it had multiple televisions in it. And at that time, the retail price on it was about $50,000. And so basically Gloria and LeBron at that time, or should I say his mom, was on public assistance, living, you know, in a 6th floor, 2-bedroom apartment in Akron, Ohio's on the west side. During LeBron James's childhood, you know, sometimes they were homeless. They didn't have a place to live, you know, staying with friends, other family members and things like that. And LeBron James had moved out and basically moved in with another family to attend elementary school. Basically, they were saying that, you know, there was no way that LeBron James's mother, Gloria, could afford a truck like that. Basically, except, of course, her son was months away from being basically the #1 pick in the NBA draft. And he had secured a bunch of endorsement deals, including a $100 million contract with Nike at that particular time. With Gloria James having a car note at that particular time, it was basically, I would say, a good thing in some ways. And I think it was great for LeBron, you know, being promising going to the NBA, and he's going to make millions of dollars. Basically, you know, if LeBron James, you know, said anything, I think at that particular time, you know, he could have it. You know what I mean? Like I said, his name and his game would have been, you know, enough to basically pay for that loan at that particular time, if you want to be perfectly honest. Like I said, but like I said, America, you know, and the whole thing with amateur athletes being paid, going directly into the NBA was a big thing, as well as college athletes now wanting to get paid. In that conversation of how could a college basketball coach make $3 or $4 million a year, and the people who actually play the sport make nothing. And so basically, the Ohio Schools Athletic Association launched an investigation, and then the media went into overdrive back then. You know, a birthday gift was now the topic of all the media. You know, back then it really wasn't that much social media, but like ESPN and all of these other newspapers, you know, they were running these articles, and basically they were trying to humiliate LeBron James and his mom, you know, talking about how poor they were and how they couldn't afford it and so on and so forth. And I would think that, you know, had he been somebody else, they wouldn't have done that. So basically, LeBron would, you know, during his NBA career, LeBron would actually pre-game come out with a remote control Hummer, basically, you know, after he had made it to the NBA, basically, kind of making fun of the NBA, if you will, when driving the Hummer around on the court. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, making fun of the news media driving the Hummer around on the court. So, but the crazy part was in high school, LeBron James, after they had done the investigation, LeBron James was suspended for the rest of his senior season. And basically they said that this was a direct violation of the OHSAAA bylaws on amateurism, because in face, LeBron did capitalize on athletic fame by receiving gifts the organization announced. So, that's why I say I think it's funny now that, he's endorsing the new 2020 Hummer EV electrical vehicle edition, because they suspended him for his his senior year in high school. And basically LeBron James at that particular time was crushed, because he and his teammates, they basically wanted to win a third state title for St. Vincent Murray, and even better, be crowned national champions by USA Today. So, I think a lot of people, kind of forgot about that. Basically lawyers had got involved. Everyone had an opinion. On one side, they were like, the rules are the rules. And the others argued that rules weren't made for someone like LeBron James, whom even the people who found him to be violating the rules, they had actually profited off of LeBron. So isn't that ironic? The people investigating you are now profiting off of you, telling you that you can't profit off of your own talent and your own fame. And basically people like Shaq at that particular time, who was the #1 player in the NBA, basically had been quoted saying, everybody's capitalizing on him, and you guys try to prosecute LeBron's character at that particular time and take away his high school career, which was crazy. Like I said, but now we see LeBron is the quintessential professional and the most dominant player in the NBA after just winning this championship in the bubble. And I wanted to pose this question, like I said, because LeBron James is a fan of Tupac. And I'm sure if Tupac was living at this particular time, he would be a fan of LeBron James. And I wanted to ask this question, who Hummer do you think was the best? Tupac's H1 in '96 or LeBron James's H2 in 2002? And like I said, this is for, all of the sports fans as well as Tupac fans, hip hop, basketball fans. Leave your quotes down at the bottom. Like I say, subscribe. And like I said, I think it's just overall fantastic how, you can turn that lemon that people give you into lemonade. And LeBron's drinking right now. And I wish him the best, his family the best. Like I say, your boy Delray, Straight Game TV. Who's the best? Who Hummer was the dopest? Tupac's or LeBron James? Leave your comment below. Straight Game TV.